It's 10:15. I'm in Ballachulish, right in the heart of Glencoe, and even this early on, it is 24 degrees Celsius. It is absolutely stifling. What a day that we're in for today, and it is so clear, just not a cloud in sight. Because of these conditions, this is why I chose this location for this very special day. Here is our first destination. I'm not even going to try and pronounce it. Beinn Horseshoe. It's Ballachulish Horseshoe and circuit that we're doing today, which is 15 kilometres. And then when I get to the top of that Munro, the first one, that's going to mark the start of me entering triple digits. That's going to be my 100th Munro, and I knew I wanted to save this landmark for a really special day, a special circuit. What more could you ask for, really? It's going to be a challenge in the heat. It's a very steep climb at the start. The mountain's out of sight because it's all grass and bushes now. But so we're doing a horseshoe today via the Schoolhouse Ridge, which is this part coming up here. So that's where I will be travelling towards. This is Sgorr Beinn, which is here, which is not the Munro. The Munro Sgorr Dhearg is just up and behind it. But I know when we get to that point, there's an unbelievable ridge. The view from up there is just incomprehensible, basically. So we've got a really nice walk along this path that I'm currently on just now, maybe for another half a kilometre. But then I understand that it gets quite steep, it gets quite wet as well. Hopefully the recent dry weather we've had helps with that, but it's hot. that's the thing about today. Plenty of sun cream, plenty of water. I wish I took my big hat, my Mexican sombrero style hat, which I've forgotten to take today. But we're going to get the head down, we're going to enjoy this day because it's going to be a hell of a special moment. Right away, I don't think this is a Munro here, but I think that's Beinn Findlay, which is over there. So these are Munros that I've never explored before. So yeah, it's going to be really interesting to see these new areas that I've never really seen before. I've done 5 Glencoe Munros and all of them I've not had views from as well. It's another reason why I wanted to do this one today. If you consider Milestone as part of Glencoe, then it is 5. But I've done the 4 Buckle Munros, so but no views from either of them. So yeah, it's going to be amazing to see just all these views that I've never really clocked before. So we've now reached the turn off point from the main path. That's back down to Ballachulish. But yeah, we go off this pretty well constructed path and we're heading up here. I believe this is where it changes. It starts to get quite boggy. I can see quite a lot of people kind of up towards Schoolhouse Ridge. So it looks to be quite busy up there, which is interesting. So yeah, it's time to, we're not going to power on, we need to take it easy today because of the heat, but we're going to certainly make a move. You pick up height quickly here, so it's tough, but you get open views quicker as a result of your hard work and efforts. Stunning. It is very slow moving today. It's simply, just a case of one foot in the other and then think about the next. You can't do too much more than that because of the heat and it's steep. But wow, just we've got the moors over here. That big one that you see up here, Sgorr, that's on the Devil's Ridge. Beinn Nevis is just hiding just behind there as well just now. But you get, oh, I don't know if the camera's picking up, but you get a beautiful, it's a tiny breeze, but holy god, it feels amazing. And I think that must be the pap of Glencoe as well. And you can just see the Anarchigith Ridge just in behind there and some of its pinnacles. It's really intimidating. Whew. Oh my god, what a wind. It is the most gracefully accepted breeze I've ever felt. Again, you might not even hear it on the camera, but geez, it's wonderful. And yes, this literally is the pace that we're going at today. It is slow going. We're starting to approach the Schoolhouse Ridge. You might be able to see people just kind of up on it just now doing some of the scrambling sections, so it won't be too long till my poles go away. But look at this view, it's fantastic. Beinn Nevis has popped up now, right there. And the best thing about today is, and where I am now, it's just going to get better and better. So I think this is now us coming up onto the main part of Schoolhouse Ridge. I don't think the scrambling is here yet, but over it, it's not too far away. So it's time to put the poles away, and it's time for the adrenaline to start kicking in. I think now this is the main part of it here, so this will be interesting. I think there's this bit here and another bit that's kind of like this further up. I'll probably just give this, I'm going to put this on standard video just to, because I want to look back over this in normal and not time lapse, so I can hear my breathing rate and I can just kind of hear, like, see how fast it is and everything. It'll be quite cool to look back over this. As long as I don't fall. There are bypaths over here, but from experience and research, it's always good just going right down the middle, going for the exposure, because it's just much easier and, funnily enough, less exposed than the bypass. another bypass there. I think that would just lead you into trouble more than anything else. Lots of handholds and not tricky at all really. Dunk. Knock the GoPro on the off the rock. Handhold. Last way. What's this way looking like for here? This will be fine. Hands are always on a rock. I think that's probably the worst bit, just because there's awkward shapes and you're just taking a little bit of time to get the hands in the right position. You probably could have come round this way and been a little bit, yeah, there's a path that goes right along there, so you can miss out that more exposed section, but what fun is there doing that? Just a little bit more to go. Well, come on. Again, there's more bypass paths, but we're always better going up straight. Nice, really good. Oh, it's hard work. It's hard work going up vertically. To be fair though, my bag has been held on to quite nicely. Oh, lovely. Not bad for a Dundee United supporter, mate. He's got an Aberdeen's top on. A quick lesson in the fact that it always looks more imposing and, oh god, what's the word I'm looking for? Yeah, just more scary than what it actually is. That's not to say that it's easy in any way, but it's so much more manageable than you think. Again, you've got paths coming off the other side, but I just think that they would be more difficult. I might be wrong, but there's still some scrambling there as well. But that was a really good ridge. Really good. Nice feeling of exposure, lots of handholds. Easier scrambles than that, but I know there's far harder scrambles than that as well. But I think that's the worst of it done, of the scrambling, and it's pretty much just up to the summit now. A little bit more to go, scrambling wise as it seems. Yay! Lots of handholds on this rock. On the right. High leg. Look at this. Wow. So special. So special. Just wait till we get up to this point where all these people are. I'm in for something special at that point. I know that for a fact. What a place this is. I knew this would just be staggering and holy. I don't like swearing in these videos, but holy shit. Oh my god. What a sight. That is the first Munro right there. And it's busy as well, so I've taken a bit of refuge. Holy moly, honestly, it's just humongous. I'm not going to stop just yet. I'm going to get to the top of the Munro. I'm going to stop up there because it doesn't look far at all. So be as well just getting that done. Number 100. I'm coming for you. Looks like it's going to be a busy one though, but I'm so nearly there. I have had to wait about half an hour to record this because it's been so busy up here. There it is. Munro number 100. Sgorr Dhearg in Glencoe. Look at this! What are you looking at? Look at Beinn Nevis. Bang! Right there. Grey Corries, bang, over here, the Moors right in front of it. Ben Louis, the big pointy peak, bang, somewhere there. Oh my word. Beinn. Oh my word. Archer Alps are over here somewhere. You've got Rum over here, and you've got the Isle of Skye out here. You've got all the way closer, further west. Oh my god, I could not have picked a better day and a better route to do number 100. I still can't believe it, I really can't. Considering at the start of the year, the goal was to finish 2025 with 100 Munros, and now that I've got it in July, not bad. Not bad. I am delighted with that, and I'm even more delighted at the fact that I've been able to get the 100 done before I go off to India. It's just, I know I don't need to show them again, but I want to. It's just, there's the second Munro that we're going. It's only 2 kilometres from here over there. Just taking it all in. Holy shit. The views are just incredible. Right, so we are on the move again. As I said before, second Munro right there, and I believe it's just 2 kilometres to get over there. But obviously we're now negotiating types like kind of loose gravel scree type. It still feels quite surreal knowing that I've done 100 Munros, and now the next Munro I'm going to do is 101, and it just feels strange saying that rather than just like 2 numbers together like 89, 98, 35. I've now got 3 numbers to say, which feels really good. So yes, as I say, we are just making our way down. We are heading straight along there, and not much more to say other than the fact I'm absolutely buzzing and it's still really, really hot. So yeah, let's make a march. So that's us down with the Ballachulish now. That's where we've just come from. Sgorr, Dhearg, big Munro. That sits at 1,024 metres, and the next Munro up here, Sgorr, I think it's Sgorr Dhonuil, I think you call it, Dhonuil. It's up this way, sits at 1,001 metres, so there's going to be a little bit of, not necessarily scrambling I don't think, but there's a bit of hand on rock to reach the summit, which will be good. You might just be able to see it just up where, around about here. But yeah, this looks, some parts look steep but some parts look okay, but I think we'll be up there before we know it, and we'll be heading back down, I think, this path here, back down to the car. Let's do it. It looks like we've got a little bit more exposure again. The path just kind of running up here, and a little bit more hand to rock as well, which is nice. So the poles are packed away again. That's back to where we were. Beinn Nevis looks absolutely phenomenal right there as well. Oh, it's a lovely wind. It's a lovely wind. Nice steady pull up to Munro 101. Ah! As my feet slip, get down. Sgorr Dhonuil. Back to safe ground. There we are. Yeah, smashing. Very similar views to where we had at Sgorr Dhearg, but separate Munro. Superb. Really good. Right, we're not hanging about. The flies up here are absolutely ridiculous. I don't think I've been up to a summit before where there's been as many flies, but yeah, 101's done. Absolutely delighted with that. And now, I think I see the path. I think that's the path just down here. You might be able to see it. I know we'll go through forestry, and I know it's quite boggy, I think, when we're down at the Ballachulish for the first little section of it. So, but yeah, can't stay up here. It's fucking mental with all the flies, so we're going to go back down. Nice to have some companionship earlier on, guys up from Edinburgh. Just ended up kind of all stuck to about the same pace and just blethered away a lot about Scotland, a lot about mountains. It's nice to have some companionship when you do solo Munros. But we're now on our way down. We're back down from the Ballachulish. We're on our way down some more softer ground, and as you can see, it's quite loose at bits and sometimes it's just a little bit wet and boggy. So, but as we expected, I'm pretty sure, go through this forest and then skirt back along to Ballachulish, the car park, visitor centre from there. So yes, we're more than well. I'm feeling good now actually. I was feeling tired going up the ascent to Sgorr Dhonuil, but now feeling good again after a brief pause. But it's hot again, it's really, really hot, and I'm on the lookout for a little place to have a dip, but we'll wait and see if we come across that. Anyway, oh my God. For that reason, I am going to put the camera away and we're going to march on. Okay, so quick update, we're now down into the forestry, so we've got a little bit of shade from the sun, which is fantastic. I've not really stopped an awful lot recently because I've just been head down and cracking on. I'm really feeling the heat. It's really hot today and I've tanked through about 4 litres of water already, and my mind's going loopy. It really is, just just of all this heat. So yeah, I'm not really doing too much. I'm literally just getting the head down and powering on, but thankfully now we're on better ground. It's not as rocky anymore, and we've got 5 kilometres to get to the car. So yeah, it's just a case of getting the head down. I'll get back before I know it, and at least there's a nice co-op that I can go into just to restock with some ice cold water when I'm back at the car. Not got too much battery left on the GoPro, so I'm actually going to bring an end to the time lapse in there. We're just, as far as I'm aware, going along this track, and I've got another 3.5 kilometres to get back to the car. So it's forestry, it's nice, it's beautiful. We have lovely views of the moors just striking right up into the sky right in front of us as well, which is really, really nice. But it's just going to be much more the same for the final little bit, so I don't need to time lapse the rest of this, I don't think. It's been a really tough day I've undervalued, not undervalued it, but I underestimated it significantly. I knew it was tough, like, because I knew that, of course, there's scrambling involved. It's Glencoe. You start at basically 0 meters, so you've got to climb every single meter of ascent of the 2 mountains, particularly the first one, and you really felt it. This heat has just been really tough, and dare I say, like, if it was a few degrees hotter, it would have been a real struggle, and it would have been like topping up water so much more often. I would definitely have had to go for a swim somewhere as well, but just now it's bearable, but it's been tough, and the horseshoe itself is tough going even without the heat. So yeah, it's been some shift, I have to say, to get the Munro 100 and 101 today, but absolutely worth it. All I can say is that I'm glad that tomorrow's Sunday and not Monday. Jeez, it's really pleasant when we're in the shade like we are just now as well in terms of temperature, so it's just nice when you've got a little bit of respite from the sun that just bellows down on you, and the temperatures just rise within the glens as well. So I'm just going to do little snippets, I reckon, just from back to the car. As I say, I've only got about maybe 3.5 kilometres to go, so it won't be too long in getting back, but I'm going to be glad to see the car. This feels like, I'm kind of feeling the same way as I did at the end when I did the 6 in the Mamors, the Ring of Steel, and then the other 2 on whatever side, Easter. Oh god, my brain's not functioning anymore. I said West. Yeah, I'm going to cut everything, and I'm just going to do little snippets from now on. Okay, quick update. We're down on the road now. I've fairly been able to gobble up the miles ever since getting on that nice track, so we're only about a kilometre away from the car now, which is great. Not the best end to a walk, I have to say, being by the road, but it doesn't remove the fact that I feel so proud of the efforts I put in today and getting into triple digits now. It still feels quite weirdly surreal, I have to say. As I am now passing the Ballachulish Shinty Club, the car is literally just right up here, so I'm going to bring an end to everything. It's a beautiful walk today, just so challenging in ways, both technically, physically, mentally, but totally worth it. Such a great ridge, Schoolhouse Ridge. Obviously need to be careful on it, but it was a lot of fun, and yeah, I'm ready for a lie down. Just absolutely conked out. If you stuck around for this, thanks so much, and we'll see you for the next one.